You know what? In ancient times, there was a kind of flower that would never die. It's the ultimate luxury item that's been around for millennia, grass flower. And you wouldn't believe it, it's actually made of wood. You see, that's what it is. He is still a traditional Chinese medicine. There was a white golden tundra flower in it, that's what it's made of. Take out the star and make it into papyrus paper. The production of papyrus is another criticism. With a special knife. Make a thin piece of paper by hand. The force of the knife should be even and decisive. Too fast and it breaks, too slow and the cut won't be smooth enough. With it, you can begin to make grass flowers. The tools are very simple, all it takes is a pair of scissors and 2 hands. But I wanted to make a very realistic Tong Chao Hua. It takes a lot of practice and careful observation. Cover the cut paper with a wet towel for a while. Moist bee paper has an auspicious plasticity. But it's too wet to shape and too dry to break. This is only as good as the touch. Shape the papyrus into a petal. How much strength is needed? Curvature geometry. Except by feeling. You have to look closely at the actual petals. Know it well to come alive. Now we're doing chrysanthemums. Each flower needs about 200 petals. Now that the petals are ready, put them together. Actually, as a simulation flower production, there are certainly cheaper and more efficient ways. But as the traditional green onion grass memory creates the beauty of life. An exquisite work of scallion grass, it can sell for tens or even hundreds of thousands abroad. And it's hard to get. Bronze grass flower as an intangible cultural heritage. Of course you can't put a price on it. After all, culture is the ancient lane of a nation. But with the change of times, so are the traditional memories in the dust, micro. 80-something years old inheritor, thy biological father grandpa. To keep him from being lost. Even willing to teach for free. And no one asked. Fortunately, there is a girl named Wang Yuyu. I studied with Mr. Dai for 15 years. Until more and more people learned about the tradition, intangible cultural heritage. The next step is very important, dyeing. This step is deceptively simple. But it's a real test. The colors of nature are rich and delicate. You need to look at it carefully. Each petal often needs a different shade. Cold and warm different, nearly 10 kinds of color. Superimposed transition. To be able to restore the natural but a touch of white. The sex will be more important than the saying. It is hard to imagine, it is such a beautiful flower, at one point, only 2 octogenarians could deliver it. The flower of perseverance that has been popular for millennia, time takes away when there is no sound. Fortunately, there are stubborn people still do not love. The ancients made it with plants, they made bronze grass flowers that were neither flowers nor grass. Exquisite, vary and never die. And now there's a brand, archaism. Energized from rare plant extracts. Committed to research more suitable for Chinese copy skin care products. Really hold on to your cards. Keep you alive.